So this is a little bit that's right before the podcast.
Yeah, man.
So when you can start the intro.
So what
go ahead.
What I'm gonna do is hold on, I got a text message. It's my mama. She says hi to the podcast.
Jesus Christ.
Give me your wallet. Give me your wallet. Give me your wallet. Give me your wallet.
No, none of that. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Have you ever had a dream that
What is wrong with you?
Welcome back to episode 2.
It's only episode 2. This man is fucking gone bananas.
John has made me do his intro like 8
it's
times
the
already.
simplest intro.
And I'm tired because I dance hard every time.
Then don't do that, you jackass.
I get into it. Have you heard that song? Here it is.
Come
on,
on,
man.
to the Playing Pod podcast starring John and Alex.
Negative.
I'm John.
No, wrong one.
Do the fucking intro.
Hold on. Which is the There you go. Beat the shit out of you. No, I want to intro it. Here we go. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Playing Pod with Alex and John.
I'm still John.
I'm still Alex. And there's 2 ways you can listen to us. You can listen to us on the Spotify's. That's the audio version. And for those of you on YouTube, you get the full experience. You get the game that we're playing today, which is My Friend Pedro, selected
right.
by yours truly.
I picked it.
Yeah, John picked it, but I take credit. You did it again.
What I picked?
You did it again.
What'd I do?
Nothing. All right.
That's how you do it. I gotta do that. How the hell am I gonna start the game? What you talking about?
Speaking of how the hell I'm going to start shit, if you have a podcast out there, come get some smoke. Come get it.
Wow, what does
We got
that
ya.
mean, Alex? Wow.
I'm going to explain it.
Wow.
I'm literally going to explain it.
You're the
John,
worst.
can you...
Go ahead.
Can you not do that in front of the
Jesus
viewers? Can
Christ.
you not do that?
I'm trying to fix my mic.
Can you? So, if you have a podcast out there, if you cast some pod and you game, come get some smoke. We will beat the dog shit out of you in any game like the Pope.
Like the pulp?
Pope?
Is the orange?
El
is it
Papa?
the pulp of the orange juice? What is the pulp of?
El Papa.
The Pope.
Papa. Pope. If they listen to the last episode, they know what that means. Give them a Stomp the Yard.
Okay, Alex.
Starring Jake Gyllenhaal. No, who was the other guy? Channing Tatum? Was he in Stomp the Yard?
No.
No, he's a Step Up.
What are you?
Speaking of stepping up, come get some action. Any game except League of Legends because nobody plays that. And if you do, no, you don't. Any podcast. Matter of fact, if you listen and then you know a podcast that would like some smoke, tell them. Tell them come get it. Any game, anytime, they get some hands and feet
Right.
and occasionally some bows,
Right again.
depending on the game.
Dude, did you like drink a Monster before we start? Because like,
No.
you were fine
This is
2 seconds ago, and then not 2 seconds ago, like 2 minutes ago, we set up. You're fine. The minute you press play, you fucking turn bonkers. Like, what the hell happened?
Because John, in the pre-production meeting we had,
We had no pre-production.
don't let him lie to you. I'm creating this narrative here. We talked about keeping the energy up to entertain the viewers
We didn't say that.
and the audience members,
We can talk about
our
that.
loyal peoples.
I didn't know we had to have that conversation. We didn't have that conversation.
We did. I had it
With who?
with me, and I told you.
You didn't say shit.
I
to
did.
me.
I was like, John, we have to keep the energy up because
I don't care, man. If this is who you're gonna be, I don't give a shit. Like, that's fine. Just
you don't like it.
just don't bring it here.
I go back. I'll revert back. I'll go and go back.
Jesus Christ.
Man, look, there's a lot to talk about this week.
All right.
A lot.
Okay.
But let's start with the biggest, craziest news that came out this week, and it's the PlayStation, John.
What happened? with
PlayStation.
Alex?
They, word around the street is, around the street or on the street,
Word on the street.
in the street.
Or on the street.
Word on the street is that they have a new console coming out, John.
They have a new console coming out.
A new
Alex?
console, the PlayStation 5, and you know what they did? They
What?
dropped the logo.
Wow, what's the logo for the PlayStation 5, Alex?
Oh man, when you see it,
Right.
hoo-wee,
Well, what is it, Alex?
it's the picture the PlayStation 4 logo,
right.
but backspace the 4
Okay.
out of 5.
PlayStation 45. Oh, you said
Backspace the 4.
Oh, excuse me. PlayStation 5.
It's PS5.
Wow.
It's the exact same fucking logo.
I think it's the same font, too.
It's
no?
everything's the same. Everything's the same. I don't know why it was such a big deal when that came out.
Yeah. That's what
thing.
I thought the logo was before they announced it.
Yeah. You know what? Exactly. When PS5 got announced, I was like, yeah, it's gonna look like that. But
I didn't even know that they were gonna. Like, okay.
yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. When they announced it, I looked at it, I was like, wow. And then I went to sleep because that shit sucked. Horrible logo.
Nah, I don't care.
Terrible. No, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It was news, so we had to talk about it.
I mean, I'm
Now
just
you know.
excited for. I'm just excited for the system to come out. I guess, right?
I'm just excited for the next gen. Honestly, like this next generation looks like it's gonna change a lot.
Yeah,
You
there's
know
a lot
how-
of cool shit going on with that.
Like, you know how the Xbox One era and the PlayStation 4 era, Xbox One was mainly pushing for online only and always connected to the internet when they first announced it.
Right.
And you know, this is the generation where streaming is gonna become a thing.
Right.
It's sort of finally coming to that. I think we're more ready for that now, because as much backlash as Microsoft got when they had said that the always online stuff and the
Uh-huh.
Xbox is gonna be checking, they did that. If you really think about it, they did
Well,
that.
Yeah, that's what people were like complaining about super heavy, and then that's what they did. It's like, oh, it's all 9 all the time. Remember, like people were complaining about that, the Kinect, and some other shit. It's like,
Well, the Kinect sucked ass, so I was with them for that. I didn't like the Kinect. I think we talked about this a little last time. I was never a fan of the iToys. Was never
Oh,
a
no,
fan
I
of the
said I was a fan of
Kinects.
that.
Yeah, you did. But I was never a
piece of
fan of that. They're just gimmicks. Like, just give me your wallet. They were,
Give me your wallet.
and then that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so I think next generation is gonna be really interesting because, you know, with Google Stadia out now,
With like the whole the whole streaming thing.
yeah, and it's 100% streaming. I'm curious to see where it's gonna go, because things are changing. This is the last this. I don't know if that generation is gonna have CD slots,
Well,
I don't-
probably.
but if it does, it might be the last one.
You think so?
Yeah, if not the second to last one, because I don't. With more people going digital, us ourselves have gone mainly digital. The only games I buy are Switch games, but that's only because the
Well-
console's memory was low. But even then, I'm still buying a lot of digital for
Well,
that.
like our reasoning for doing strictly digital is just more convenience sake for us.
Yeah.
Well, because I mean, when we buy games, we split it even because you have the home console. Well, I have the home console.
Yeah.
As your Xbox, and since you can game share, right?
Yeah.
That's technically what that is.
Yeah.
Since you can game share, it's so much easier to just buy the game and just split it 50-50, right?
Yeah.
So that you know, that's $30 each rather than spending two physical copies of the game. And that's like $120.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, so that's just for convenience sake.
Yeah, spend 30 each instead of
Yeah.
120 total.
But I mean, the streaming thing is much better too, because then you just like the games are with you always, regardless of where you go.
Now, but there's always that like thing where the internet goes out, because we've had that happen
Yeah.
where the internet goes out and your console's essentially a brick. You can't do shit.
There's always gonna be limitations when it comes to shit like that. But for the most part, that's a rare occasion. Like,
Yeah,
that's
but when it
super rare.
happens, it's always at the most inconvenient time. Like, I have a day off of school or work. Let me stay home. The internet's down. The internet's never down at a good time.
I mean, like, what the hell?
Like, I'm at work.
it's never a good time for the internet to go down.
Picture, I'm at work. You know, whatever. The internet's down during the day. I don't care. I'm at work. I get home. They fixed it.
Uh-huh.
No, the internet's down when you're ready to go. Oh man, finally get some time to game. Boom, internet's down.
Yeah, that's fine.
Name me one time the internet was down at a good time.
Well, never. But
Never.
I'm saying,
See?
well, I don't give a shit anymore because I got a Switch, so it's literally like, oh, I can't play my Xbox. Okay, I'll just play my Switch.
But what if you're like, man, I'm really down to play this Xbox game? I couldn't think of one
And I'm just
because
like,
Xbox has no games.
I'm just be like, oh man, I'll just go play fucking Pokemon or Luigi's Mansion or literally any other Nintendo game.
By golly, John, was that a transition?
No, but you can say it was. Totally was. Totally meant to say what I said.
John, you transition god.
Right. Yeah,
Transition
hey,
god.
So, you know, sometimes I don't even know my own power. You know.
Oh man.
Go
so
ahead, Alex.
Nintendo had a direct, a Pokemon themed direct, boy.
It wasn't really
Huh?
Pokemon themed.
Yeah, Pokemon
It
themed.
was a Pokemon Direct.
It was a Pokemon.
Yeah, you're a
Is it called Pokemon Direct when they do
I
that?
don't know what it's called, but they had a Direct for the Pokemon game that came out on the Switch.
But before we dive into that, I have
What
to,
the hell you come
I
at
have,
me
no,
with my
it's directly about Nintendo Direct.
Oh.
Stupid.
Oh. Go ahead.
Stupid.
Go ahead.
Remember the battery thing?
Oh.
Don't
oh,
forget.
You're hurting my feelings.
No. But when Nintendo first started doing directs, I was like, what is this cringe fest of just release a trailer for the game and there you go. Remember, because the first year of directs was like Splatoon 2 all year.
I hated Nintendo Directs like when the Switch was coming out because it was just literally all.
It was Splatoon 2.
It was like
everything.
Look, check out all the cool shit we got going on with Splatoon 2. Like, don't nobody really give a fuck about Splatoon like that.
No, yeah, I mean, apparently it's big in Japan or whatever, but hey,
What?
this ain't Japan or
Japan,
whatever.
It's America.
No, but yeah, I was super annoyed with directs when they first came out because it was every single direct, and you're like, oh man, we were waiting for the new Smash to get announced, right? And it's like, oh man, look at this crazy thing. Oh shit, Splatoon 2. And it's like, oh, here we go again. Next direct. It's like, oh, here we go. Oh, Splatoon 2's characters, the squid is a little 2 inch longer.
It's like, oh,
here it is.
Check out the new
Squid.
The new whatever the fuck that, like the new competition or whatever the hell going on in Splatoon 2.
Like my problem back then was that they could have just dropped an individual video for that, but they shoehorned it into the big direct, so it made it seem like it was a big thing. Like, here's Nintendo announcing what they're about to do. Splatoon 2, Squiddy, the sequel is coming out.
Yeah.
Here we go, more squids. And
but like now
paint.
their catalog of games is much wider, so they can afford to, talk about other games. Like, it's fine. It's fine now.
But you know what? Nintendo this generation is a different company because they listen now. They listen. Like,
They've always listened now.
But no, they were kind of stuck in their ways for most of it.
Are you
I
sure?
feel, yeah, well, in my opinion, I think that they were a little stuck in their ways. Like, look at their online. Like, Xbox the gaming went online. Gaming's been online multiplayer since the PCs can connect to the internet, Doom and all that.
Right.
The consoles jumped on Xbox with Xbox Live. The Halo and all that shit. Like, obviously, it was moving in that direction. PlayStation made the network adapter for their console on the PlayStation 2 with SOCOM and all that. Cause even they knew, like, yo, we're going online.
We should hop on this.
Xbox 360,
Literally changed the shits.
Right. That was revolutionary what they did with Xbox Live, like party chat, everything like that everything has now. They go, now look at Nintendo while that's happening.
Yeah.
The GameCube, nothing. The Wii, a little bit, but they're always way behind. You know what I'm saying? And then the Wii U didn't make too much improvements anyway. Like, yes, Splatoon 1 came out and that was big for them, but at the same time, it's like you're way behind.
But even their online is just way like you already said, it's super behind. Like now
to this day they're still behind because look at it. The Switch has no voice chat.
It does. You just have to download a fucking app or some shit for it.
Unless we're little maybe we're behind, but the last time I checked,
no, it has voice chat. You just have to download the app or some fucking shit.
That's ass backwards.
Yeah,
like,
which is ass backwards. Like, there's no in-game chat.
Yeah, like I would just talk on Discord. Like, I'm not gonna download your service when I have Discord, Facebook, a fucking phone call. Like, I'm not gonna do that. But they're learning though. Like, what I was getting at was with Splatoon and the Smash announcements. Like, they know that they were annoying people with that, so they decided to use it to reveal Smash, which is what everybody wanted. You remember that?
Right.
It was the Splatoon character, the Inkling, and then the Smash ball was in its eye.
Yeah, and everybody was like, "Oh, that's another Splatoon shit."
Yeah, so I was like, fucking Splatoon again, and then the Smash ball, and I was like, oh, that's actually really smart.
Yeah, that was cool.
So, I think they're changing little by little, especially with the catalog of games that they're having now. Like, Nintendo was always so, we're just gonna put Nintendo shit out, and then as it came out, that they progressed, they're having more and more. Third-party developers. Like, they even made a big deal when the Switch got announced about third parties. So, I say all that to say that, like, directs now, I look forward to them more because they learn. They're shoehorning updates about games less into them, like small updates. Like, I don't need to know that Splatoon has a new competition coming out in a Nintendo Direct.
There's
you could just drop the video for that. You know what I'm saying? The Pokemon Direct, I like that they did this because it's very direct. It's very direct. You know what you're going to get when you watch this.
But that's the point of the direct. Yeah, well,
I
like that the baby directs for the games that they want to do. It was a quick 20-minute video about, like, the stuff they were going to do with Pokemon, like all the DLC that came out, spoiler because we're going to talk about it, but like all the DLC and all the extra patches and shit that they're going to do in a 20-minute video. Like, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
And then you have a dedicated following of just those people. Like I like that it was just for that, and I didn't
Yeah.
have to sift through like an hour of shit just to figure out like maybe they'll announce another Smash character. It's
Yeah,
like, nope,
I
this
would
is this
fast
is Pokemon.
forward.
Like,
Like,
no, yeah.
I would fast forward through the old direct.
Like some of those directs I would watch just so that I can see like, are they gonna announce another Smash? Who's gonna be in Smash? Oh,
Yeah.
Luigi's Mansion. When are they gonna talk about Metroid? But it's like, nope, don't have to worry about none of that. This is a Pokemon direct.
I know what I'm getting, and I'm not gonna sit here and wait for something
Yeah.
that I know is not coming.
It's like it's literally just we're talking about Pokemon. That's what this is, and that's fine.
Yeah.
And I liked it, and I actually liked the direct.
I
a
was,
lot.
you know what? I was hyped when they showed the. Let's just talk about it now. So the Nintendo Direct, obviously the Pokemon Direct came out. They announced 2 new DLCs.
Yes.
For Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Right.
I forgot the name. It's like
One's like
Titty Island and the Caves of.
One's like something of armor or like some shit, and the other one's.
2 things. There's 2 things on it. And
we have the power unit. You can just look.
oh yeah, I could look it up. Check this shit, dog.
Go ahead. What were you saying about it?
I'm saying that I like the way they did it. I like that they essentially said that, hey, you know how we make a game and then the next year or the year after we drop updated version of that game, same world, different story, more Pokemon. We're not doing that anymore. You're not gonna get an Ultra Sword, Ultra Shield. They essentially what they're saying is this is the first time we're making DLC for a Pokemon game. We're gonna do that, but it's expanded upon on the game you already own, which is fucking dope.
Which is, to be honest, they should have done that from the very beginning.
But they're
like,
behind. They're behind.
I know.
DLC's been around since the 360 era.
I know, because it's like I get the idea of expanding this huge game with more content. I get that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's like, yeah, it's like a story DLC for The Witcher or some shit. Like, yeah, it adds to the game, but it's the same game. Like, it's a different story, same game. Like, I never understood why they did the Ultra version of Sun and Moon or like the Platinum versions or something like that.
Yeah.
I never understood that, and I'm actually glad that they're deciding to. It's like we're not doing that this time, but we're doing DLC, and it's like, yeah, because that's essentially what the fuck they are. Like you have to pay the same price for the game originally with additional content. It's like that's not. It's like what if I have the game already? Now I have to get 2 copies of the same game.
Yeah. Well, it's a different story. So it's not like they just.
What's additional content?
Yeah, but it's like it's a different story within the game. Like I never really got a Sun and I got Emerald when they did that. No, was it Crystal? There was one of it's older. Like I know Leaf also did the same thing. So yeah, you still do the battles of the gyms. I think you still do that whole Elite Four, whatever the hell it is now. But the story itself is different. It's what it is. New characters, blah blah blah. But the name of the DLC is Isles of Armor and Cloud Tundra. Crown Tundra.
Yeah, that Pokemon that's in Cloud Tundra looks like something straight out of Legend of Zelda. You see how it has so many Triforces on its necklace?
They look cool. They look cool.
I like them.
And Game Freak essentially told all those people that were sending them death threats to suck their dicks.
Yeah.
They were like, "Hey,
Impatient ass.
idiot! We had a plan the whole time. Your Blastoise that you love so much, Alex, is coming, and he's going Gigantamax."
Are you saying that?
That I sent death
you were
threats?
sending death
I
threats
cannot
to-
confirm nor deny.
To plead the fifth. No, it was obvious that they were gonna do that. Like
Anybody, but see, what you gotta realize, the people that play Pokemon are little baby ass
bunch
kids.
of fucking idiots.
No. I see it from both sides. I am on the side of the developer on this one, though, because, like, I get it's cool that you're
Take my
a
point. I
big of
swear
a
to God.
fan to that franchise, but to send death threats because your favorite fucking Pokemon isn't in the game, like, come on, fam.
I'm gonna talk now because you're gonna take my point.
No, I want to take your points. They're fucking idiots.
Nah. Wait, what?
No, go ahead. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
What'd you say? My point was?
You said they're fucking idiots.
No, that wasn't my point.
Oh, what's that your point?
I was saying that it was a good idea for them to do it this way. Yeah, people were upset because the older generation wasn't there. But my thing was that this gives people more incentive. Well, incentive, and it allows them to have more time. Yeah, Alice, you can play now.
Yeah.
It gives them more time to get to know the new Pokemon. Actually, develop love for these new generation of Pokemon without the burden of the 100 other ones that came out before. Like, yeah, you have your favorites, but Why don't you? What the hell? Why don't you give this new one a shot? Give these new Pokemon a shot.
Yeah.
You have the favorites, especially the ones from the very beginning, the Gen 1s.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my all-time favorite, and I was super sad that Bulbasaur wasn't in it. Like, Bulbasaur is my favorite Pokemon of all time.
I was sad that Cubone's not in it.
Cubone's also dope. But it's like, this gives you the incentive to look at the new generation of Pokemon without, without worrying about it. And yeah, it gives people a chance to play it again, because, like, now they're adding additional content, and they're adding the Pokemon that you wanted anyway. So now that you already ran through the game, caught this generation of Pokemon and like the ones they added,
Yup.
now you can catch the ones you fucking wanted, and you get new content. So shut the hell up, Nintendo fans.
No, Pokemon fans, not Nintendo
Pokemon fans. Shut up. Shut your face.
Tell him.
I'll beat your ass.
Shut the hell up. That's right.
The fuck
You're
up.
goofy. Bunch of idiots.
You baboon.
Bunch
You-
of bonzo beans.
Monkey ass.
Like, I get it, but it's cool. I do like that they decided to make. I think it's the Isles one. What's it called?
Isles of Dogs.
Right. The second DLC that's coming out later in the fall
Mm.
is essentially. Well, no, both are like that. They're essentially
A wild
like
area.
wild areas.
Yeah,
but
with
the
the-
whole thing is like that.
And the camera moves around and stuff.
And
yeah.
the camera moves around, and I'm like, these two DLCs
Are what I wanted.
Is what I wanted
Yeah.
in this next gen of Pokemon. Like, this is exactly what I wanted.
I have a confession. I was willing. I was just happy if the Pokemon walked around like Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu.
Yeah, I
that's
love
all
that.
I wanted.
Yeah, I love that so much.
Yeah. The whole moving camera thing was just a bonus. It's
Like,
such a
I would have
small-
been fine if it was the stationary camera like they do with all the Pokemon games, but I get to see the Pokemon walk around me. Like, I would have been totally fine. You made it 3D.
Yeah.
I can move the camera around. That's great. I got a bike. That's great.
Right.
I don't give a fuck. I didn't care about that, but it's so cool, and the fact that it's essentially a co-op area, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And they're adding
And
dungeons.
I thought that was so cool.
Yeah, 'cause,
that
like,
you
c-
could.
Because the raids are so fun. Like going after the Gigantamax Pokemon and doing those max raids.
Is it Gigamax or Gigantamax?
It better be Gigantamax because I said it like 4 times on this platform.
I keep thinking it's Gigamax,
I thought it was Gigantamax.
but I can't.
There might be 2.
I think there's 2. I don't know.
Because there's the
I think there is 2.
because there's some that go bigger and they look cooler, and then there's some that's just big.
But you
like,
know,
you
I
can-
do,
you-
I do that thing where I read words without the letters.
Yeah, but now I'm confused. Like now I don't know if I'm wrong.
I remember they said Gigantamax in the.
Well, okay, I think from my understanding,
Someone clarify that to me.
I think Gigantamax is when they change forms. Like you know how Blastoise had like 80 million cannons on his back in that picture.
Right.
I think Gigantamax is when they do that, when they
Oh.
look a little different.
Oh, okay.
And I think Gigamax is
Is
just
when they
when
get
they're
big.
big, because you can Gigamax any of them, but you can only Gigantamax some.
Okay.
And
And
I-
they have like special Gigantamax moves, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I might be mixing it up, but I believe that's what it is.
I'm pretty sure.
And it's
Somebody
it's
clarify
cool.
that for me. But I like that.
Yeah, I like that a lot too.
Like, the raids were so fun.
Yup.
We literally were here playing it till like 3 in the morning
Yup,
for like 3 days straight.
just raiding.
Just raiding. And one of our friends literally bought the game mid raid, like just us playing the raid, and we caught a Pokemon. And I caught a Pokemon that our friend didn't catch, and he just said, "Fuck it, I'm buying it." Like at 1 in the morning,
Yeah, it was awesome.
and it was great. Like, it's such fun. So I'm glad that they're making a whole area.
You remember
like this.
You remember I think it was Pearl or Diamond. Either that generation or the one right before. You can go
Man.
to underground little bunkers with your friends. You can make like a little underground shelter.
Yeah.
And you could pick like diamonds and you would mine
yeah,
stuff.
Yeah,
I'm hoping it's something similar to that where you're walking around and like maybe not the fort stuff.
No, they said that in the caves. They said that you can go into the caves and see Pokemon doing the Giganta or Gigamax
Yeah.
forms.
Oh, and then there's Mewtwo.
And then you can catch a Mewtwo. And then I thought the guy said you can make out with them. I was asking, man.
I can?
I wish you said that.
Oh,
I wish you could.
that's so cool. I would love to make out with Mewtwo.
Like, make out with Mewtwo.
He's got no lips though. Like that's gonna be
That's fine.
the horrible
Sure.
interaction with.
But I think that's so cool though that you could. That it's the fucking Pokemon game I wanted. It's the Pokemon game I wanted. I'm gonna throw all my money at it. Alex bought me $30.
Hold on, how you gonna throw your money at it and then ask me for $30?
Huh?
What?
Oh, spot me $30.
No, spot me $30.
For what?
The game, stupid.
The game. Stupid. You have the game, but
No, but With that, they also announced another mystery dungeon. I've never played a mystery dungeon, but according to our Nintendo correspondent, Nate Toons, he said, shout out to Nate Toons. Check them out if you haven't. He said they're good. They're fun games. A little different. You play as the Pokemon. It's like a little RPG type of ordeal, I think.
Yeah,
But,
some shit.
Yeah. So the graphics is what caught my eye.
I was about to say, I like the art direction.
Yeah,
it looked
cool.
like a storybook to me.
Yeah.
And that's I just thought that was really cool to see the Pokemon like kind of like watercolored or painted on.
Yeah. They looked awesome.
They looked really nice. I like that a lot. But dude, you didn't even talk about the
what?
there's a guy named Mustard.
DJ Mustard.
No, this is just a guy. His name is Mustard.
Mustard on the beat, ho.
And he gives you a Pokemon called like Kung
Pow Chicken.
Bear, Fight Bear,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Fight Bear. The direct, like the.
Oh, Mustard. Yeah.
He gives you a bear called like Kung Pu, some shit. I thought that was the stupidest fucking name for a bear.
Is that the one that looked really cool when he evolved?
Yeah, where he has like two different styles.
Yeah, that shit was awesome.
I thought that was cool that like this fighting Pokemon has like two different fighting styles.
Yeah, depending on how you evolve him is how he goes, right? Yeah, that shit's pretty cool.
I like that. I thought that was really, really cool. But his name was like Kung Pao Chicken or some shit.
Yeah, it was cool.
He was cool.
I like
Mustard.
All in all, like, I'm excited for this, and I hope that they continue to develop stuff for it, like similar to how fucking Destiny does it. And for those of you at home, I say fucking Destiny because Destiny sucks. I don't care what you say. But I hope they do it like that because Destiny, they do continue to put stuff out for it, and the support is there. And they fixed the game. You know, they actually made the game what it was supposed to be when it came out.
Right.
But the fact that the Bungie cares enough to continue it, you know, to listen to their audience.
Their audience, yeah.
And, you know, it's like, oh, they didn't like this. Let's fix that. And, you know, all that good stuff.
Like constantly patching.
Yeah.
And constantly.
So I hope that they take that direction with it because you can do so much with Pokemon. And, you know, like you can continually add all the old Pokemon. Take this. I can't talk and play at the same time.
Oh, see, it's a talent. You don't got it.
No, because I say cooler stuff than you. So
what are you talking about?
no,
fool?
I can't play this game. Like if it was like an Age of Empires or something, I could talk all day.
Oh, because that game's whack, and you're whack too.
I'll smack the taste out of your mouth, boy.
You just don't know how. You ain't got the skill like me. That's why we're the only podcast that plays and pods at the same damn time. Because whack ass people like Alex can't multitask.
Give me the controller
but John
back.
can't.
Give me the controller back. Not about to do that. Not about to talk shit on my own podcast about me. What was I talking about?
It's a
I was talking
talent.
about a lot of good stuff before you interrupted me.
Nah, I'm interrupting you now. So.
They could do so much with the Pokemon franchise. Add all the
Yeah.
old Pokemon. Add new Pokemon. They can decide, hey, this Pokemon's gonna look like a titty dick, and we're just gonna put it in because
You said you were interesting. That's
Oh,
what you gotta say,
I
Alex.
am interesting.
Well, one of my things
do a titty dick
about
Pokemon.
Shut up, stupid. But I have a thought now that you said that.
Wow! Congratulations.
Here we go. Ready for it?
I'm ready for
All
this
right.
thought.
I think we're gonna see a new set of games this generation in the same vein as a Destiny or a Siege. Rainbow Six
bad
Siege.
games?
Mm-mm. No, what? Rainbow Six Siege is good.
I started.
Well, I'm saying.
I started saying that before. I love Siege. I started saying that before you said Siege.
I'm saying like I think that is the way to go. Where it has a more dedicated service, and that they continuously add stuff to it that keeps the player coming back, whether it be paid or just free content like Overwatch after you pay the original.
What you're saying is this generation is changing games because back when we were first gaming, a game was like, here's done.
It's like
on to the next one.
This is the game. This is everything. Here you go.
But now it's now games have longer lifespans because for the continuous support.
And then then the generation was like, here's the story, here's the game, and then here's the game is done. Here you go. Here's 2 extra pieces of story for you as well on top of the game.
Yeah, and here's that patch you've been talking about.
And then
you've been telling me
the
game's broken.
The next gen after that was like, here's half the game. If you want the full experience, pay $40 more.
Oh man, dude, I hated when DLC was like that. When it was really, really bad, and EA was at the worst of it.
Right.
When they would give you half a game and then paywall it.
But now,
hate
because the gaming community has been so vocal about we don't like that shit. Now they're starting to, now they're starting to listen. Now they're like, okay, free DLC, free patches or whatever the fuck like that. And they're being more dedicated to the game rather than here's the game.
Well, no, they're more dedicated to the community rather than the game.
And the game itself. Like,
Yeah.
they're giving new piece of content. GTA is still coming out with free content.
Oh, GTA prints fucking money. That's
Red Dead
why.
has been out for quite some time, and GTA is still coming out with free content online.
Because they
Rainbow
print
Six
money.
Siege just, I think, came out with more content. They're still adding, I think, Overwatch has, like,
Overwatch has
constantly had new
characters and all that, which
and
is
shit
so
like that.
great.
So, like, I think with this new set of Pokemon, I think it would be a great idea for Pokemon to have a game where they constantly add stuff to it. Kind of like a World of Warcraft type deal, where it's like, this is World of Warcraft,
So you,
the new expansions on top of the game.
you mean a constant evolving game, yeah.
The game is evolving. Not new renditions of the game, but the game is evolving.
Yeah.
Graphical updates.
Dude, Pokemon will be perfect for that. New
it's
worlds.
a perfect, and you know what?
I'll pay for it.
The format that they have with it now, the whole co-op system, the wildland areas and shit like that, it'd be perfect for an MMO style
Now, when
game.
when you say that, clarify, you don't mean a million players in the game. You mean ever evolving worlds like MMOs do. Like, because MMOs
I'm
give
thinking
you.
I'm thinking more condensed, like what on paper Fallout 76 was supposed to be.
You're more so talking about the world itself and how
Right.
they keep adding. You know, like for example, Elder Scrolls Online. So you play. You know, you're in
There's lots of
Tamriel.
people.
It's Tamriel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in Tamriel, and all of a sudden, they added Skyrim. They added Elsewhere. They added.
Morrowind,
You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
they added worlds to the already established world.
MMORPGs do. They do.
Yeah, that's what. So
they use more shit for
I'm
you,
just being
please.
clear. Like you mean that. You don't mean.
I said what I said.
You don't mean let's add a million
I don't mean
players
like I
and
want
servers
I want
and
1,000 people
yeah.
to catch Pokemon with me.
yeah.
I'm saying like what they have, what they're doing, yes, but just keep adding to it, and it would be great.
And then dude, can you imagine that? Like they start you off in a new region, and then all of a sudden
They add
here's Johto, here's
Yeah.
Owen, here's all the other old.
the expansions,
Yeah.
and then you
But
can
like
actually,
new
and then you can
with wild
travel.
areas. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man. Nintendo.
And then you can call me because I got good
Call
ideas.
Alex.
Also,
I'm stealing
Bungie
that
called
shit.
me too. Well, not Bungie no more. 343 called me because Halo 5
No,
is
I'm
gonna be way better
not.
with me on it.
No. We're not doing that.
Halo 5 gonna be way better with me.
We're
on
gonna
it.
fix. You're gonna go back and fix Halo 5. I'm not playing. I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
No. How do you boo?
Thank you.
Fuck.
Thank you. Please.
I pressed the wrong button.
I have
pressed the
some
wrong
good
button.
ideas.
No, okay. The Halo 5 idea you had was dog shit, but this
Excuse
one,
me.
I'll give it to you.
It's a good idea. I think Pokemon would be perfect for it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And I think the
What if-
market.
What if Sword and Shield is that game and they're prepping for it because they're already giving
That's
you two
exactly
areas?
what it looks like. That's exactly what it feels like
Yeah,
with these new DLCs. And they even said like these are the first two, right? They said some shit like that. That means
yeah,
if anything, they're gonna add more, and they should.
yeah. That would be cool if this game sort of becomes that. Like if they start adding old regions.
If
Well, no,
this
they-
or at least this rendition of Pokemon is the Switch's version of it. You know
No,
what I'm
I don't think they will. You know why? Just because they've already announced all the old legends are coming back, like Mewtwo's in that cave already.
Right.
One of the big points of those
Well,
old
I
games
mean,
was
like-
finding those legendaries.
Right. But I'm
So-
saying like if they did it right, like if this is my
Yeah. Oh, and
pitch again.
and another thing why they might not be they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot because Pokemon games, one of the best thing about them is that you can back in the day you can trade from yellow, you can bring the same Pokemon all the way up to the newest one. You can keep trading them to
Right.
the next gen. So, but now what they did now by bringing back all the legends is you can still do it with new Pokemon, I suppose. But if let's say you go in there and you catch a Mewtwo or all a bunch of good Pokemon, you already have them for the next gen. Does that make sense? Like I'm saying they probably won't bring back old
that
regions.
they won't roll over.
Yeah, no. I'm saying they probably won't bring back like Hoenn or Johto because if they end up bringing the Pokemon to the caves that they're doing now and all that shit,
Nah.
why would I go back to Johto if I can just get the Pokemon in the cave? Why would I spend time and resources when we already gave you those Pokemon?
Are you trying to tell me that like they won't do what I want them to do?
Because
now
because they're
what-
giving the Pokemon because of
Well,
what they did.
I'm saying
Because
like,
the whole
no, that's what
reason
I'm saying. No, I'm
the
saying
whole
my
reason why-
idea. No, listen to me. My idea is so great that they should do it next time.
no, but they already did it, and
No, I'm
becau-
saying they should do it next
But
time.
listen to what I'm saying to you. From here on out, you're gonna more than likely, especially with the Pokemon Home service that they just launched, you're gonna be able to bring those Pokemon to the other games because they didn't just launch a whole service so you can take your Pokemon from Let's Go Eevee to Sword. There's more Pokemon coming, and you're gonna be able to bring your Pokemon to it. Now,
yeah, do my service.
the issue with that is why would I remake the game from Eevee? Well, technically, they already did that. You know what I'm saying? But why would I bring Johto back if I'm giving you the Pokemon from Johto in these caves and they're already in Sword and Shield?
No, listen to me now. Pokejohn will come out in 2020. And what I'm saying is that you give them a new place in the Pokemon world, right? New Pokemon world. You go there, and it's like, oh, look at the new Pokemons in the new Pokemon world. And then over time,
Add
start
new Pokemon.
adding-
Yeah.
not new Pokemon, but like the older regions and
But
shit
why?
like that.
But my thing
No,
is,
listen to me,
why would you do that
Nah,
if?
Because it's forever. So what the fuck I'm saying is that you add the little ones and then add new shit and then old shit at the same time, so that it's fresh and you get the OGs at the same time. You see what I'm saying?
So look, the Johto region, Hoenn, they have specific Pokemon that are there. I
Right.
believe Hoenn's the first one. That's where Pikachu, Charmander, all those
Alright.
Bulbasaur's right. If I already have them in Shield,
I'm not talking about that.
well,
I'm talking about Pokejohn coming out in 2020,
but
2020.
listen. So from here on out, Pokemon Home, not Pokejohn, is gonna allow you to bring
Alright,
your
well,
Pokemon with you. I
alright.
already have Pikachu and Bulbasaur and all that shit.
Okay, well,
Why? Why would I? You know what I'm saying? Go
listen.
back to Hoenn.
We'll tell Kojima to stop that and do Pokejohn instead.
Kojima.
All right, tell him to cut that out. Fuck up.
Cut. No more Death Stranding.
No more Death Stranding. Pokejohn all the way.
Hey, can we talk about Death Stranding for a second?
What do you want to talk
Can we
about?
talk about Kojima?
What about him?
You think he just got lucky with Metal Gear?
I heard people say like with Death Stranding. I never played it, so I don't know.
I haven't played it either.
They
That's why
said
I'm
that
asking.
you either love it or you hate it, and
Well, that's any fucking game. I don't.
no, but
subscribe
apparently
to
like
that.
the divide is just very apparent.
Like from what I saw though, like it's a delivery simulator game.
Yeah,
Like I don't want to do that.
I kind of
Like
try it.
fetch quests are my least favorite kind of quests in games. No, I'm sorry. Escort missions. I'm sorry. I mixed it up with something else.
Nah,
I hate escort missions.
no, trailing missions are the worst. That is a fact.
You say that those are worse than
Trailing missions are way more fucking just annoying
escort.
than escort missions.
Really?
Oh, that's dude. I will fight you on this.
No, let's talk.
Trailing missions.
Let's talk about that.
Trailing missions are by far way more
So-
annoying than escort
So
missions.
elaborate to the audience who wouldn't know what a
All right.
escort mission
All
and a
right.
training mission. So
Here
escort.
you go.
What
Escort
escorts
for the listen to me
are
now, listen to
people
me.
of the night
No,
who. Those are
that's
escorts.
not it.
That's what escorts
No,
are.
it's not.
Yeah,
Listen
they
to
are.
me now.
People of the night.
Video game for dum dums. Here you go. Escort missions are.
Where you play as ladies of the night.
Shut the hell up.
In GTA,
bitch.
when you pull over
No.
and they get in the car with you.
I'm gonna hit you again.
Those are escorts.
Escort missions are when you play as a protagonist and you have to literally
Please, people.
follow
Please, people.
a person.
Then please them.
Shut up, bitch.
In the night.
You literally follow a person and literally eavesdrop on them while they're talking in the middle of like while they're walking or whatever.
It's essentially an exposition mode.
It's
like,
just
yeah.
it's just a way to make the narrative go without the developers putting any effort in whatsoever. It's just a walking animation, and then the reason why it's stupid is because they just stop out of nowhere and they sit there, they don't do nothing, and then sometimes they just turn around out of nowhere.
And then you fail the fucking
And then you
mission.
fail the fucking mission, and then you're too far, and then you fail the fucking mission because they keep turning around. It's a stupid mechanic. Now, wait, that's not an escort mission.
No, that is a.
That's an eavesdrop mission.
Yeah, that's the one you said. The
That's the
tailing
one.
mission.
Okay. Yip. That
Did you just rewind?
and that was an eavesdrop mission. Escort missions.
I'll explain.
All right.
escort missions.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, it's when you play as a lady or man of the night.
Okay, you're not.
And you have to.
Okay, that's not it.
Oh no, bro.
Escort
I'll
missions-
say is when you have to essentially escort an NPC character from point A to point B while defending them from enemies.
You ever went to school as?
What?
You know they tell you not to define a word using the word in the
Okay,
definition.
I'll use a fucking synonym because
That's how you define words.
Okay, here we go. Are you ready for it? It's when you walk with an NPC, a non-playable character, a computer player, take them from point A to point B while defending them more than likely from hordes of enemies. That is an
Right.
escort mission.
That's right. What it is.
They're an important character in the story,
And you need
maybe,
to keep
maybe
them
not,
alive,
and you have to keep them alive. That is what an escort mission is. Now, I would argue with you that escort missions are worse.
In
Now,
what
I'll
world?
say that
In what world?
in this world. Stupid.
You in a what dimension are you in that
Let me tell you.
escort missions
Let me tell you.
are more annoying than eavesdropping missions?
Fret not, John. I'll tell you.
You can tell me some bullshit.
No, I'm gonna tell you for real. The reason why they're worse is because tailing missions are
What tail
fucking
missions?
boring. That's
Yeah.
what it is. They're boring, right? But escort missions are some of the most frustrating fucking gameplay. Like they can be the most frustrating gameplay experience you ever. Yeah, because when the AI is stupid and gets himself killed, you fail that mission and it's not even your fault.
Right.
I've had countless experiences like
I get that.
So
I get the AI sucks, but fucking tailing missions are lazy, tedious, and just straight up annoying and boring.
I get that. But so are escort missions.
I'm telling you that tailing missions or eavesdropping missions are way more annoying.
I just say they're boring.
They're boring and annoying. That's what they are. They're fucking stupid. And I'm gonna hit you in the head for thinking otherwise.
No, I don't like those either. Like, don't take it that I'm saying that the escort mission is.
Nah,
I mean, that the
you-
tailing mission is so fun and I love it. So, oh my god, don't talk
Nah,
shit
you
about it.
shithead. You don't know anything.
I know everything.
You don't know shit.
Oh yeah.
How did we get here?
I am not entirely sure how we landed here.
Kojima.
Oh, because he made the, UPS the game.
I made a joke.
Yeah, that's what it was. He made UPS the
Anyway.
game with starring Norman Reedus.
Anyway, long story short, GEEKJAR coming out 2020, 2020.
No, we're talking about Kojima for a sec. Like, do you think
Oh, go ahead.
you think he's as great as we think he is?
No, of course I think he's as
For
great
real,
as
for
we
real?
think he
Because Death Stranding apparently sucks.
he gave us Metal Gear 5. Metal Gear 5
It
is
was
like
incomplete.
that's not his fault.
It was still incomplete.
That's not his fault.
Hey,
you can't do that.
Hey,
You can't do that.
if I'm driving a car, right?
You about to give me some dumbass knowledge that makes no,
No, it's
goddamn
gonna be great.
sense.
If I'm driving a car, right? I'm in the driver's seat,
You are in the driver's seat.
and
If you are driving that car.
you punch me in the nuts, right? And
Okay.
in the nut punch, you're Konami in this. And in the nut punch, I end up crashing the car. Who crashed the car?
It's still the Kojima's. I mean,
So let me. I worded it weird. Okay, let's say it like this, right? I'm driving the car. You're in the passenger seat. You punch me in the nuts. The car crashes. Who crashed the car?
That's not as cut and dry as that, though. That's not as
who-
cut and dry in
who
that.
who crashed the car, John?
That's not the. That's
Who
not
crashed
as
the
cut and
car?
dry in that.
Who's in
That's
trouble?
making it seem like that made it seem like
Who's in trouble?
No.
Okay, I'll fix it.
no.
I'm
Who's
driving
in
the.
trouble? Fucking Konami's in trouble.
No, the driver is in trouble, John.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
If the driver went to the police and they said this guy punched me in the dick and then we crashed, whose fault is it, Alex?
That's hearsay.
It's not hearsay because he got punched in the dick.
All right, now let's add to it. Now, let's say I'm driving the car and you're abusing me for years and not taking my ideas seriously, and you take my property and make a zombie game out of it, and then I crash the car.
It's Konami's
Whose fault is it?
It's Konami's
No, but I
fault.
crashed the car.
Are you Konami?
No, I'm Kojima. I'm Alex.
It's not your fault that your property that doesn't technically belong to you was raped profusely by the company that fucked you over in the first place.
All right, so who crashed the car?
I already told you this.
I did.
Who are you?
Konami. Kojima.
No, you're Konami.
No, I'm Kojima.
See, you're trying to be what is it called?
Contrarian.
A contrarian, but
Yeah.
it's like it's not even right.
No, but my thing, I'm not even talking about Metal Gear 5. That already hurt me a long time
No,
ago.
I'm saying that yeah, he's a good man.
Now, do you think he should continue? Opinion. It's just an opinion. You think he should continue to make games, or should he focus on more, like, less interactive pieces? Because it feels like his style of game, and Metal Gear Solid 4 is a testament to this, is more so like his style of storytelling is more so a testament. You should sit the fuck down and watch this shit. You know what I'm saying?
His studio isn't it also making movies?
So no, but I'm asking you, like, do you would you prefer Kojima to
I think he would
just
make some
make
crazy ass movies.
like if he tomorrow announced that he just like, you know what, I'm not making playable experiences anymore, I'm just gonna make films, but that, you know, it could be short films, it could be long film. I'm just gonna make that type of shit that people just
I
watch.
wouldn't mind that at all.
Yeah, would you feel like, damn, I'm never gonna play another Kojima game again, or would you be like, you know what, I
I'd
was
say-
watching his shit anyway?
I feel like based on what you're saying that you want me to answer.
No.
Second.
I worded it like that, and it sounded like I wanted you to pick one. But I'm asking you for real, like, because I know you're a big fan of the Metal Gear franchise, and I think you're a fan of him.
I like him.
So, like, if he just decided to,
No,
I'm just gonna make movies.
No, I think he'd be great at it. I'd be like, fuck yeah, do that. Okay. I'd be like, yeah, because I mean, his bodies of work are cinematically just way ahead of the fucking pack. Like, his shit's great. Metal Gear 4 was a movie.
Yeah, it was.
Sometimes you play.
Yeah, it was.
Metal Gear 5, the gameplay was better, but some of those cinematics were great. Now imagine seeing that shit, move.
Like, without him worried about the gameplay aspect of it, like, just leave that mind to focus on telling the
Like,
story as opposed to
that-
entertaining the player.
Yeah, if that brain was fully on story,
Yeah.
like Metal Gear is a crazy ass story.
I also this is gonna. I don't even know how to word this without sounding disrespectful.
Yes.
Does super complicated fucking asinine storylines make a storyline good? Because think about the Metal Gear storyline. We a lot of people praise Metal Gear for being a good story and all that stuff, but if you really think about it, the whole Solid Snake boss, Silver boss, whatever the fuck, Liquid Snake, like that whole thing where you're playing Snake, but it's not Snake. One of us is dad, one's a clone. All this shit.
Is it dad?
You know what I'm saying? Like that whole thing. Does that make for good stories, or is it just like I'm just so fucking confused? He's so smart. I don't know shit. Like
Yes.
I don't even know my question. Metal Gear's confusing. That's it.
Are you trying to say
that's where I'm at.
Is being convoluted like good?
Yeah, like for example, if we made a game
Right.
and we just decided to throw all left turns and make the most complicated storyline on the planet, like a lot of Kojima games, like franchises, like Metal Gear ended up being, and fucking Kingdom Hearts, I'm throwing that in there too. Is that just a good story, or are we just?
Well, it's like anime, dude.
No, but anime is a lot more straightforward than that.
Some of the animes are fucking
But
convoluted
you can
as
say that
fuck.
about anything.
Can you though?
Yeah,
Like what?
Kojima's games, Kingdom Hearts,
They're essentially animes.
Final Fantasy. No,
Essentially an
Final
anime.
Fantasy linear. Final Fantasy linear. They're different stories every game, but they're linear.
Yeah, like an anime.
I think Metal Gear's an anime.
I think it's an anime, dude. All those games are animes. Kingdom Hearts is definitely an anime.
Well, yeah, no
with
shit.
Disney characters. No one wanted that. Everybody wanted that.
Everybody wanted that. I wanted
Not
that.
John. You know what John wants? Pokejohn 2020.
All right, I'm done with this conversation. I'm done. You're not ready to have a serious conversation.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you're not ready to have a serious
What?
conversation about
Yeah.
Is Metal Gear really good, or is it just convoluted? I'm confused. Like, what is it really?
What is it really?
Like, is a white man doing cartwheels with his legs open all over the camera? Is that compelling gameplay, or what's up? I mean, facts. I agree.
Yeah.
But,
Oh, fuck.
what?
I had a good segue right now. And we're way past where it should be.
Just segue it anyway.
Speaking of movies,
No, that didn't work at all.
I told you.
No, you're way past it.
That's what I
You
said.
should have just brought up a movie and then said it. You should have had a bullshit conversation with me about a movie for like 3 seconds, and then speaking of movies, you could have said, "Man, I really want to see Uncut Gems." Oh, speaking of movies, you could have just did something like that.
No.
Come on, man, you
I'm
gotta
not
make
lie
it.
to you on that.
No, you gotta make it a little more cohesive, man. It's a
That's
podcast.
cohesive. I told you that way. Man, this would have worked great earlier.
All right, man. Speaking of movies,
The Golden Globes was last week.
you son of a bitch.
What?
I wasn't ready for that. I was about to bring up, hey, is story and fighting games good? That's what I was gonna say.
Are the stories in the movies and Golden Globes good? Well, let's find
Let's
out
find
who
out.
won what.
All right. Well, next week we're gonna talk about
Well, we can talk about that too. But
next
current
week.
events.
All right,
We
current
gotta
events.
be hip and now, dude.
Okay.
How are we gonna get found if we're not hip and now?
True.
You gotta be hip and now. Like I said,
I could send death threats to somebody. It worked
Don't
for
do that.
Pokemon. Hey, I got his Charizard back. I mean, he was already in there.
Ah, see, I
I got
told
his Blastoise. Allegedly.
you allegedly got.
I allegedly got his Blastoise. Right now, I'm a legend.
You know what was a blast? The Golden Globes.
You keep trying to segue this story.
Who won what?
all right, go ahead.
What movies?
All right, fine, go ahead.
I heard everyone online said it was like really, really boring. I didn't watch
They're
it.
always boring.
But it's the Golden Globes. Like, who gives a shit?
What
But
are
it was
they-
Ricky
what-
Gervais hosted
What are they
it.
gonna do? Bring out Young Thug and have him party it up out here?
He doesn't have a Golden Globe.
True.
He's not a movie man. He's a music
All
man.
right, John. Come on. Hit me with some news. Be
Well,
current.
like, yeah, everybody said it was like ass, but Ricky Gervais hosted it, and he was just talking hella shit to just Hollywood in general.
as he does.
Like, he literally started off saying some shit. Like, when you come up here and accept your Golden Globe, like, first off, nobody gives a shit about your Golden Globe. No, only you give a shit about your Golden Globe. And the movie companies, what are they fucking called?
Studios.
That's the word. Studios and the studios who paid for it care. So it's like only you and the studio that bribed your way into buying to getting
Jesus.
this Golden Globe care. And he's like, so don't take this time to talk about some fucking some like natural cause or like some whatever. He's like, because you're not qualified. You're too disconnected from the world to fucking give any give any PSA about anything. You don't know what's going on. This was his opening monologue.
That is beautiful.
So he was like, so when you come up here, don't waste our time with that shit. This is already 3 hours long. Just take your fucking metal shit and go. Like, that's it.
that is beautiful.
And
Did that get received well? Like, was it funny or were people just like?
some people were
Oh,
laughing.
okay.
He made a Jerry Epstein joke or some shit.
Yeah, I saw that. That he didn't
Jeffrey-
kill himself.
Jeffrey Epstein.
That he didn't kill himself.
Yeah, and then like everybody was like, "Oh," and he's like, "That was your friend." Like, I don't give a fuck. And Adam Driver was laughing so fucking hard at that. Like Tom Hanks was like, "Ew." But I mean, like, yeah.
Why? Who the hell thought it was a good idea to let him host it?
Apparently, he said they asked him like 4 times to do that. He's like, the network does just not give a fuck anymore.
Like, why would you allow him to host? He's got a mouth, obviously. Like, but
But maybe
it
that's
was
why.
known. Oh, they wanted some
Shock, maybe
they
shock
wanted some
culture.
spice. Yeah,
That's
some
what I
shock
think.
value.
Some
yeah,
shock culture is, it's very
yeah.
They-
Very
it gets the
headline heavy.
clicks. It
Yeah,
gets the clicks.
there you go.
Oh,
That's
and
what it is.
who's more controversial than a motherfucker who like talks about like, being atheist and shit like that, like how religion is bullshit.
Yeah,
It's like, of course, it's a brilliant idea.
true. Okay, I see.
But-
It. So give me
But
some.
let's look at let's see some of the words because I don't really want this.
Give me
there's
some
not a lot I
that
give a
that
shit
we care about. You know, not the extra shit.
So we'll start off right here with the best drama. Okay.
Nice.
Nominees were The Joker, Marriage Story, The Two Popes, and The Irishman.
Go on.
and then
Like, can I guess? 'Cause
and
I
19 and also 1917.
can I guess? Because I really
If you
don't
haven't,
know.
you don't know, right?
I don't know anything. I don't know who
Okay,
won what.
you can tell me.
If I know, I'll tell you if I know.
Okay, but the nominees were 1917, Joker, Marriage Story.
I'm going.
Two Popes and The Irishman.
1917.
It is 1917. Now it won Best Motion Picture in a drama.
Cool. Well, you just spoiled one.
How you fucking
Said it won Best Motion Picture.
what in a drama?
Oh, in a drama. Okay.
Well,
okay.
best drama.
I want to see that.
I
I want to see that.
There's an Instagram page I follow on. Don't look at the. Shit.
I'm not. I can't.
There's an Instagram page I follow on Instagram, and
Really?
they show like the VFX and all the extra shots for films and stuff like that.
Oh, I love that page. I think I follow it too.
Okay, well I follow it too. Anyway, but they
All right.
they were showing how they did one of the shots from 1917,
Mm.
and I think most of that movie, if not all of it, has long
It's like a one-shot
like
film.
a one-shot film.
Yeah.
And the one that they showed in the trailer where the dude is straight running through the barrage of
Oh, I saw that. I saw that.
whole thing. That whole thing was one shot. I was like, the explosions, the running, like all. I was like, holy shit!
Yeah, I saw that.
Like, I want to see that.
I
That looked
wanna see it too.
insane.
Let's go right now.
Yeah, fuck a
Cut this
podcast.
bullshit off. I'm gonna watch it.
For real, you go watch it too.
No, bro, I do want to see it really bad. Like, really, really
It
bad.
looked like that
Like the
actually
trailer
just-
got me. Like, you know how Dunkirk had that really cool TikTok trailer? Not TikTok like the fucking service, but like it was a clock
it was a
ticking,
ticking-
literally,
it was a ticking.
and it just looked really cool and intense.
yeah,
Like
because it had to do with
it-
time.
that shit gets me. And
time is fun.
this trailer looked very similar, like the way they did it.
Right.
And then I was already interested, but then I found out the whole one shot thing.
I love when movies do that.
Yeah,
I love when movies do one shots.
Exactly. Like Birdman is one of my favorite films, and that's like, for me, the one shot film. For me, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Like
The
I love
Revenant, nah.
it. Revenant can go somewhere.
The Revenant is more like an art piece.
Yeah, that movie sucks.
I don't know if it
And I'm
sucks.
disappointed that's the one that Leo won the Oscar, but we're digressing. Go ahead and give me more.
Yeah, Leo, you man.
All the movies that man's
Anyway,
been in, the
so-
fucking Revenant.
Best, I think you already know this one. The best musical or comedy. I think you know this one already.
Well, I know the actor, but I don't know.
No,
I
this
don't know
Best
what
Motion
actually won
Picture.
the movie.
Best motion picture.
Oh, you said Tarantino, right?
Yeah. So the nominees were Rocket Man, Knives Out, Jojo Rabbit, which is that Hitler movie. I want to see that movie
I want to
too.
see that too.
Dolomite is My Name, the one with Eddie Murphy.
I didn't like that movie.
Do you see it?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Where is it? You just
It's
see
on
it?
Netflix.
It's on. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Well, it got nominated. And then Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which won Best Motion Picture in a comedy or musical.
I disagree.
You disagree with that?
Was that movie a comedy?
Yeah.
Really? I didn't laugh at all. I don't think.
I laughed a lot. I laughed a lot in that movie. That movie was funny.
Oh, I laughed when he threw Bruce Lee against the car.
No, I laughed a lot.
Mm.
I was gonna say Rick Dalton. Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio made me laugh so much when
Okay,
when he
you're
was on
right.
set and he was just like, he was fucking talking shit to himself.
Oh no, yeah, that
that
made me laugh.
so
And
hard.
now that I think about it, there was a scene where he forgot his line and then he started overacting really hard after
Yeah.
that. That made me laugh too. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll give it
it's
comedy.
yeah, it's a comedy.
I'll give it comedy.
And it's like, if it's not a comedy, where would you put it? It's like,
Oh, yeah.
like also The Martian. You know, in then put The Martian as a comedy or musical. Like it won Best Comedy, but The Martian's not a comedy.
Well,
It has funny aspects, but it's not a comedy. It's a
would it be a drama? I don't know.
Exactly, but-
Thriller? No, but the tone of it wasn't thriller. I don't know.
It
That's
was
weird.
thriller-esque.
No,
Not like it was more. I guess it was more drama.
But it was
But
it was
because
super
funny,
lighthearted. But
because
like,
because the character was lighthearted,
yeah, okay, I don't know. That's weird.
and it's like we're getting into this weird area now in film where it's like
The
these
genres are like bending through.
where they're
yeah.
morphing together, and we don't really have a direct.
Well, some movies you can't say that about everything.
Yeah, but like
yeah.
like The Martian and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, where it's like it's not really as cut and dry.
Yeah.
But I would, yeah, I'm more sort of fine with Once Upon a Time in
Yeah.
Hollywood would be called a comedy than The Martian,
Yeah.
even though like he was funny in it.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Okay, that's fine.
But he won. But they won that, which I was really happy for because I love Quentin Tarantino.
I love him too, but he likes
feet
a lot.
and he says the N word a lot.
I don't think was there any N words in this movie,
No,
but there was feet.
or was feet.
Yeah.
In this movie, there was a lot of feet.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Oh, a lot. All the hippie girls.
I didn't think about
What's
that.
her face? Sharon Tate took her shoes off in the theater and had them
Yeah.
all over the screen for no reason.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
Tarantino.
forgot about his.
You're gonna see feet in Tarantino.
I forgot
movies.
about his feet fetish.
Yeah, I mean I'm down.
Okay. Best performance by an actor in a motion picture in a drama.
Ooh, drama. I don't know.
I think you know this one, no?
No, I know comedy. I know musical or comedy. You told me that one, but I don't know.
Best lead actor in a drama.
Who the nominees?
You don't know this one?
No, I don't think so.
Jonathan Pryce, who was in The Two Popes. He is
Pope 1 or Pope 2?
one pope, one of the popes.
But is he 1 or 2? Because there's 2 popes. So
He's-
Pope 1 or Pope 2?
I don't watch that shit. I don't know.
Oh.
He played Elizabeth's dad in Pirates of the Caribbean. I forget his name.
Oh yeah, I know him.
Norrington?
Yeah.
No, it's not Norrington.
No, Commodore Norrington? No, that's that's Commodore. No, I know him. I know what you're talking about. I know the actor.
Yeah. Adam Driver for Marriage Story.
I think that
I
won.
want to see that movie.
Did that win?
It's- No.
He didn't win that? Okay, never mind. I don't know.
Fuck, I should. Anyway, Antonio Banderas in Pain and Glory. I didn't even know that was a thing.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Wait, I think I know what that movie is. I think it's a biopic.
I have no idea.
Anyway, Christian Bale for Ford versus Ferrari,
That one won.
and then Joaquin Phoenix for Joker.
Oh no, that one won.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix won for Joker.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, I thought you knew this.
I forgot Joker was nominated.
Yeah. Best performance by an actor in motion picture, musical, or comedy.
That one I know.
What is it?
Joel Egerton.
Taron Egerton.
Taron. Who's
The
Joel?
Rocket Man. Yeah.
Oh, Joel's the guy from Warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. He didn't win shit.
Daniel Craig was nominated for Knives Out.
I want to see that. I didn't see that.
The little kid from Jojo Rabbit was nominated. Leonardo DiCaprio was also nominated, and Eddie Murphy.
And they didn't give it to Leo.
They didn't give it to Leo again, but they gave it to Taron Egerton for being Elton John.
Okay.
Best performance by an actor in a
Bebes.
supporting role. Bibis.
Bebes?
Best supporting actor. I think you know this one.
Do I?
When I tell you, you should know.
Okay.
Joe Pesci was nominated. Al Pacino was nominated both for The Irishman.
Right.
Anthony Hopkins, who's the second Pope.
Pope 2?
Yeah. Tom Hanks
Oh
for
God.
Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, and then
He was
Brad Pitt.
supporting actor in the...
Yeah, I didn't see it, so I don't know why he's supporting actor.
Well, he was supporting he played... I was going to say Dr. Phil. He played
Right.
Mr. Rogers in the
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers movie, and he's supporting actor?
I don't know. I
I gotta
the
see that
so
movie.
Yeah, and then Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
Yeah, Brad Pitt won.
Really?
Yeah. And best director, motion picture, we got 1917, Sam Mendes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even gonna pronounce his name, but he made the Parasite movie, which I hear is amazing.
I want to see that.
Todd Phillips for The Joker, Martin Scorsese, Irishman, Quentin Tarantino, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Tarantino.
You think Tarantino?
Yeah, I'm wrong because
You
you
find
didn't
answer?
say yes.
Sam Mendes for 1917.
Nice.
He won best director. Best screenplay.
Tarantino.
Yeah.
Dude,
I thought
There's
his
no way
fucking
his screenplays are like the best. Like you can't.
Yeah, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood got it. Marriage Story was also nominated, so was Parasite, Two Popes, and The Irishman.
The
I really need to see
Parasite.
Marriage Story, The Parasite, and Two Popes because apparently these movies are really, really
I
good.
saw Marriage Story. It's pretty good. You'll hate women.
Oh boy, did you bring that? You just gonna do that? That's you?
Look, I saw that movie from a male's perspective because I am in fact a male, and her character was greedy. Not greedy, selfish is the word. Which whatever, but she was selfish, and I blame her all
What
her
happened?
problems. I don't want to spoil the movie. It's a good movie. You should watch
You
it.
can tell me.
No, it's a good movie. And like I want you to formulate your own opinions too.
Yeah,
So-
but I want now because the way you talked about it was like gossip, and I'm nosy. So tell me.
I don't want to do that. Watch it. It's really good. It's like it's a little long for what it is in my opinion,
fucking
but if you make it through, it's good.
Okay.
But she's selfish. I blame her for that. You don't do that to Adam Driver.
For real, man. Kylo Ren's been through a lot.
Right.
Why would you do that to him? His fucking
I said you're gonna hate women.
yeah. What's wrong with you? Kylo Ren. Quentin's acceptance speech. I didn't hear all of it, but I remember the part where he was like, usually when you're up here thanking people for shit, when you win one of these awards, you thank people for it, but it's like, it's a screenplay, so I don't got nobody to thank because I wrote the shit. Like,
Is
I
that
wrote
what he
this, yeah. So he's like, I have nobody to thank. I wrote this. And I'm like, yeah, you should thank yourself.
Right. You did it.
And I guess the people who made it come to life. Yeah, fuck those guys.
Nah, for screenplay, nah. I did
Just
this
you
shit.
wrote the shit. Like,
Right.
yeah.
I wrote it.
Best animated motion picture.
Coco. I
That
think
didn't
that was
even
like
come
6
out.
years ago.
Toy Story 4 was nominated.
That
Lion
won.
King, How to Train Your Dragon, Frozen 2, and The Missing Link.
Missing Link.
Yes. How you know?
Because none of those other movies are good.
Have you even seen any of these other movies?
No, but I saw Toy Story 4 and that wasn't that good. So,
I don't even know the other foreign language movies, but Parasite won that one.
nice.
And I already know that it deserved it. You gotta tell me none.
Right, because it got nominated for everything else.
Yeah. So you can suck my ass.
And I like Parasite the Maxim, so I'm glad that it won something.
Okay, well, you know what?
That was a really good anime.
There's a bunch of other shit I don't really give a fuck about. Tom Hanks.
No
won,
actresses,
the
nothing like
Cecil
that?
DeMille. Oh, you're right.
Come on, man.
I'm being sexist.
I was
you're
JK
right.
about the hating women. Show me some actresses.
I don't know, man. You little out here. Laura Dern.
The fuck you mean I'm out here?
Laura Dern won Best Supporting Role in a Motion Picture for Marriage
She's
Story.
Jurassic Park, right? That's her?
Yes.
Yes. She was really good in that movie. I hated her.
She was also.
But you're supposed to hate her before that happens. You're not supposed to like her, I don't
She
think.
is also one of the characters from Star Wars. I forget.
She was the one
She was
that
the
rammed the
general.
ship into...
Hux?
No.
No, that's the
No.
guy.
Yeah, Hux is
She has a crazy name. She's the bitch who fucking went to hyper.
You can't say I hate women and then say she's the bitch who rammed the
Oh,
ship
you're
to
right.
hyperdrive.
I call everybody bitches.
But yeah, no, she did. She's the one that went... Ow.
She zoop zapped into the Supreme Leader's ship in Star Wars.
And somehow didn't kill everybody on it. Somehow.
Somehow that shit didn't.
Hux, he fucking survived that some fucking how.
Yeah. Fuck you. Who else?
Come on, give me some more actresses.
Hildur Guðnadóttir won Best Original Score for The Joker. She wrote the score for The Joker.
Oh.
I just don't know how to pronounce her last
It's
name.
alright. Her name is Hilda Guanda Titties, because that's what you said. That's what you said. So Hilda
That's
Guanda
not
Titties
what
won.
I
That's
said.
exactly what you
I
said.
did not say
You
that.
said Hilda Guanda Titties. I don't know how to say her name.
And then Ellen DeGeneres won the Carol Burnett.
Good for her.
Award.
I don't know what that is, but good for her.
It's an award from a person named Carol Burnett. It's not from.
I think Ellen deserves all the awards.
It's like I guess it's like one of those like not really a lifetime award.
You know what would be devastating?
What?
If it came out that Ellen DeGeneres was like a fucking Weinstein type of, like, you know, like there's just
Now
some
I'm
dirt
gonna
there.
have to stop you
No,
right
no,
there,
I'm saying, you
Bucko.
know, it would be
What
devastating.
in the fuck are you doing?
No, like,
Why are
wouldn't
you
that be like the
putting that in the
craziest news
air?
of all time? Like, if
Like,
she just,
why
it
would
turns
you
out she's
do
not a
that?
good person. I love Ellen.
Ellen is
That would
like one
destroy
of the
me.
sweetest, funniest people, and you're just being an asshole
No,
at
that
that
would
point.
destroy me if it turns
What the
out
fuck's
she was
wrong
like
with
that.
you? I think that would be one of like.
I'd be like, nah.
I'd be like, bro.
She ain't do it, and neither did
why
R.
the-
Kelly.
What the hell? What are you doing now? What is this?
R. Kelly
Stop
did it.
it.
He did it. Michael Jackson didn't though.
You gotta cut it out now.
Hey,
I'm halting you.
MJ
right now.
didn't do it.
I'm just.
You believe him? You believe him?
I'm not doing this with you.
You believe those guys?
I'm not doing this with you. Okay. You could eat my ass. I'm not doing this with you. Fuck's wrong with you with that? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm being provocative, man.
I had a man. I had something to say and it's gone.
Would you say that I'm being bonkers?
No, I wouldn't, Alex. I wouldn't say shit.
I'm being bonkers. Stop playing.
Shut up, Alex.
Bro, though, that would hurt me. I'm just saying.
Why would you even bring that up?
I don't want it to be true. I hope
Why
not.
would you even bring that? Disrespecting it.
Because I'm scared
Ellen
now.
DeGeneres. Fuck's wrong with you?
She wouldn't.
What? Stop saying it.
What? No balls.
Talk about the fighting game stories. Are they good or not? Oh,
I said no balls.
no balls.
No,
Oh.
yeah, there was another thing. Did we have another current event to talk about?
I mean, Joaquin Phoenix got arrested on this. Not really.
Yeah, that's current.
He got arrested.
Yeah, he went to jail.
Yeah. What else do you want?
Yeah, that's it. Cool.
Yeah.
I just had to walk away from the Ellen DeGeneres thing. Made my stomach
That's how
hurt.
you do it.
Yeah, it made my stomach hurt.
No. Why don't you? You said it. You started it.
It's such a bad thought.
Why don't you talk about Yeah, you want to talk about fighting game stories? What's up with that? What's up with the fighting game stories? Huh? Anything, just anything to get
Do
the
you
fuck
think-
off of it. Go ahead.
Do you think?
If it's, I
it's
swear to God.
not. It's not. Do you think that because you know how Mortal Kombat Another Realm they kind of
we're actually talking about. Okay.
yeah, you know how they revolutionized
Thank God,
stories.
Yeah.
The story modes for
Right.
fighting games. Now, do you think that if they announce Ellen DeGeneres as DLC and then made
Why
her
are you
do
doing this? Why are you doing this?
and then made her Jeffrey Epstein? Oh, that scared the shit out of me. I was like, "What is that noise?"
What the fuck is the point of a soundboard if you're not gonna use
You
it?
scared me. No,
Say it right.
like, do you want more like your fighting game stories? Because you know most fighting game stories are ass cheeks.
Right.
Until Mortal Kombat came along and did, hey, we
I
can
mean,
do
there's still,
cutscenes.
there's still ass cheeks.
Right, but they kind of changed the way, like there's a word for it, the status quo on fighting game stories,
Right.
right? Do
Okay.
you like that though?
That they did that? Yeah, I
do
love
you,
it.
Do you like the
bar they set?
cinematic story mode, the cinematic story for fighting games, like that
Yes.
they're all cutscenes and they do shit that you really can't do in the game when you actually play it? Do you like that?
I liked.
And here's an example: Mortal Kombat 11. There's a lot of gun scenes in that movie. I call it a movie, but there's a lot of gun sequences in that shit.
Right.
And when you play the game, you can't do any of that. You
Right.
can't take cover. You can't shoot. So it's like, I guess do you feel like? Because in my opinion, sometimes when you play those sequences, you know, like, oh, Johnny Cage is getting shot at, all of a sudden I'm in a fist fight. You know, like, does that?
It,
Do you feel
doesn't
like?
make
Do you feel
sense
like
to you?
when the story gets like that, does it take away from it? I guess what I'm saying. Do you like that? Are you cool with it? Like, you just accept that this is a fighting game, and you accept that even though it doesn't make sense, I'm fist fighting somebody right now. Even though in the cutscene I had a gun, he had a gun. Why didn't I shoot him?
Well, you know they disarm the guns in the cutscene.
No, but you get what I'm saying. Like, do you feel like?
I liked.
Do you feel like they should tone it down or keep going?
My thing
further?
that I liked about when NetherRealm, when they started doing the narratives,
Mm.
and I know a lot of people didn't, but what I liked about it was the fact that, when they did like MKX and Injustice 1,
Yeah.
there was mini games in the cutscenes. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, the story was happening, a small minor mini game would happen where you had to pay attention. Like, yeah, the story's happening, but then something would happen where you would have to, like, you would do the thing. So for example, there was QTEs in MKX, which there wasn't many, but I did like the fact that there was QTEs.
For the interaction sake.
Yeah, for interaction's sake, it's a cinematic, experience. I get it, but you feel like the cutscene's happening. I'm playing as this character in the cutscene,
Yeah.
but then with a QT, it's like, oh, I'm doing the thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or in Injustice Injustice's mini game. Theirs was like I think also QTEs, but on top of that there was mini games where if you were playing as I guess like Green Lantern or like Hawkeye? No. Green Arrow?
Green Arrow. Yeah. Right? Arrow?
Yeah, you would like I guess it was also a QTE. It was kind of like a QTE where like you would shoot stuff or like push things away or save people as Superman like I think that stuff is cool. And not so much the whole tagging system that they have now with both Injustice and MK11.
I'm not. Hold on. Let me bring you back. I'm not speaking strictly just NetherRealm.
Well, I mean, they're the only ones. They're the only ones I really give a shit that do it. I mean,
yeah. So I guess like,
I
do
haven't
you wish?
played any of the Tekken, so I haven't played the story for Tekken, so I don't know if they did it. My favorite story though, or whatever it was, when Tekken did that adventure mode or some shit like that, in like Tekken 4 or like 5. Remember that shit? There was like robots.
Tekken 3, I think.
No, I don't think that was 3. I think it was like 4. But I haven't played a Tekken story, so in a really long time, so I don't even know if they still do that.
If it turns out they did do something like the NetherRealm, would you play it?
That'd be cool. Like Tekken?
Yeah. Like if Tekken did. I haven't played a fucking Tekken game.
I haven't played Tekken in years. I don't know. I'm just a huge fan of NetherRealm, and Ed Boon is my dad.
Ed Boon is my dad.
I don't know what else you want from me.
No, he's my dad. Stop playing.
He's my dad. That's Daddy Boom.
That's Daddy Boom.
That's Big Daddy Boom.
Shut up, John.
But yeah, I don't like that tagging system that they have now. I don't like it.
What,
I don't
that you know
mind
that
it.
the next game that's coming out is an Injustice?
Huh?
You said you don't like that. You know the next game that NetherRealm is doing
I don't
is
like
Injustice?
their tag system that they do, where it's like, for example, in
oh, I just got what you were saying.
in MK11, it's like there's a whole chapter where you play as Sub-Zero or Scorpion.
Yeah.
Not one character, not one chapter Sub-Zero, one chapter Scorpion. It's
Either or.
you have a character to fight. You pick if you want to do this fight as Sub-Zero or Scorpion, and then that gives you incentive to go back and play the campaign, but with the opposite character for that young achievement.
And you're not
I did.
You're not a fan of that.
I'm not a fan of that. It's like I get it. It's incentive to play the game again, and I know in Injustice there was a choice you make at the end which changed the ending depending on who you play as and what decision you make or something like that. I think it's who you play as. Yeah, like who you choose to fight Brainiac with at the end. It's either Batman or Superman, and you get a different ending depending on who you picked.
Yeah.
And I thought that was, I mean, like, that's kind of cool that the ending changed. Like, that's, I guess, the only thing I liked about the
Did Mortal Kombat 11 have different endings?
Yeah, and it was based on how many rounds you won.
That's what it was.
So it was like if you won the thing on a flawless.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's on a flawless or just you win just one. I think she has one round. You have 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Or some shit like that. If you beat her without her winning a round, you get like the best ending.
Which is what?
I think I might be mixing these up, but I know the end. Liu Kang is essentially a god.
Right? I got that ending.
Right? No, well, that's not the end. That's just the fight you have with Kronika.
Oh, yeah.
But it's either. I think Raiden gives you the power of being a god, but it's like you can choose to shape the world with Kitana.
Yeah.
As like your goddess woman.
Yeah.
And then that's the best ending. And I think if you win one round,
I think I got that ending.
you share the world with Raiden.
No, I got Kitana.
So I think
does Raiden die if you got the other one? Oh, he just loses his power, right?
He loses his power. He's a normal man.
Yeah, I got that one because I was like, they fucking ruined my favorite character.
Yeah, that's Kitana. That's the Kitana ending, I think.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you're gonna need someone to
roll with,
live forever with.
Yeah.
Why not Kitana? In the other version, I think if he wins one round, if she wins a round, it's you do the thing with Raiden, and then if you die, you fucking die.
You know,
how
this just last little thing before we get out of here. How do you feel about games that have multiple endings and then the sequel only acknowledges one?
I kind of like it. I don't really care for it.
Like, do you like that?
I like games. You know how like Mass Effect, even though it's ass now, it whatever happened to you in that ending,
You bring it with you?
You bring it with you.
Yeah. Like whatever character died.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like whoever died, whatever happened to you, that's
Yeah.
what carries over. Or I guess Telltale games too.
Ugh.
I know you don't like them.
Those aren't games.
I know, but that's the progression of the story. Like it's not just a. These are the different endings you can have.
Yeah.
But this one's the real one.
I hate that.
It's like then what's the point of having all these endings?
Yeah, don't show me all this extra
And it's
bullshit.
like, okay, they're alternate. I guess they're alternate endings. That's fine. I guess.
But
then
they're
what's the
not
point?
real.
They're not. They add nothing.
Yeah.
And then I have to get the true ending.
Yeah, dude.
I hate true endings.
I hate games that have true endings. I hate that. Like, no, just end
Like,
it.
Bitch, just give me the give me
Right.
the ending. Like,
Like,
what, do you mean?
what if I'm not good enough to get the ending? Like, what if fuck, I suck, and now I can't know how this game is. I gotta look it up. I can't get it
Yeah.
myself. Like, fuck you, developer.
Like I don't mind it. Or if you do multiple endings, acknowledge the multiple endings. Well, it's hard to do if you have a narrative.
Yeah, no,
game.
it's almost impossible.
And if that's the case,
Unless like
don't-
the ending is something small. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Wolfenstein, from 1 to 2, we can talk about it because it's older.
Right.
Wolfenstein 1 to 2. In Wolfenstein 1, you can select to save Wyatt, save Wyatt or the other guy.
yeah,
Now Wyatt is alive in 2.
because at the beginning of Wolfenstein.
Well, if you're gonna
2
spoil 1,
well, no, you haven't.
I haven't beat 1, but Wyatt's dead in my Wolfenstein 1.
Well, in both Wolfenstein 1 and 2, you right at the beginning you choose who dies. Whether it's Wyatt, who's Wyatt again? Is he
I forgot the other guy's name.
Is he the young man, the young guy, or the
Why
Irish
is
dude,
the young guy?
or the Scottish guy?
Yeah, the young guy, the one who takes LSD in the game.
Right. Okay. So in both games, right at the beginning, you choose who dies. Like I know Wolfenstein 2 opens up with the flashback of that moment,
Oh, and you can pick.
and then you pick,
Oh, I forgot about that.
and then you pick, and then that's who comes with you on this journey.
Okay, see, that's probably the best way to handle.
And and like that, in that way, where it's like, regardless of what ending you chose, and like it gives you the option to do both. It's like whichever the ending, the outcomes are the same,
Yeah.
but the journey to get there is different based on your actions.
Okay.
That's fine. That's okay, because at least that gives me more incentive to play the game again, because one in Wolfenstein you get a different special gun.
Yeah.
You get the laser gun or like a bomb gun. Bomb gun's way better. Don't at me. But the ending is the same. You know, you kill the dude, they start the revolution.
Yeah.
It's like, but the way to get there, fucking the Scott guy loses his arm. Old boy's tripping out on LSD. Like, it's a good experience. It's like, that's how you should do it. Don't tell me that this one ending is fake, and then make the
Yeah.
story about this one. Like, acknowledge all the endings, bitch.
Yeah, I like that.
And that's my TED talk. Also, John,
No,
was it Pokey John
no,
2020,
no,
2020?
no, 2020, 2020.
I forget how many 20. That was it 420s?
I don't know.
420s. For Pokey John.
Hey, man, thank you so much for listening. We appreciate you.
Thank you for watching, too, if you
And
watch
thank
it.
you for watching. Yeah, I'm watching. This is the first time I got to play, so that's cool.
Well, because you're not good at talking. And
I killed this shit. What you mean?
I don't know about that.
I had a great conversation. I think I don't really remember a lot of it. So,
Sweet Jesus.
what happened? What
Christ.
happened was when I play and talk, my DVR turns off, so I'm only in the moment.
It only has enough you only have enough bandwidth to do one.
I only have enough RAM to play and talk, not to save the conversation. So
Jesus Christ.
when I listen to this podcast back, I'm gonna be a listener too.
I'd be like, haha, right.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with everything I say. I think
It's like, why would you say that?
so. That's
You ever listen back and be like, not agree because it's your opinion, but you're just like, I shouldn't have said that, or like, not I shouldn't have said that, but I don't agree with what I just said.
no.
Okay. Anyways,
I go back and I'm like, man, I'm making a lot of fucking mouth noises. I'm gonna back off the mic. That's what I listen to.
it's like, get off the mic, asshole.
Because when I go back and listen, this is not important at all. But when I go back and listen, I don't listen for content. I listen for quality of what sounds like what.
Quality
And
assurance.
yeah, that's my main concern. Like if I said it, I said fuck it. You know, that's me. You have to accept me for who I am.
This is me.
Yeah,
It's me now.
yeah. My DVR is off though, so I might have to listen for
Okay.
content on this one.
Hey, make sure to subscribe, Alex.
Oh, I will.
All right.
I think. I don't know.
Tell your friends.
What did I just say? DVR's off.
Make sure to subscribe.
Huh?
Shut up, bitch.
Okay.
Wait, no, sign up.
I'm gonna remember that.
Wait, no, sign
No,
up.
but thank you so much for listening. Obviously, if you like it, make sure to hit that follow button on Spotify. Do it.
If you're on YouTube,
If you're on
make sure to
YouTube.
subscribe. Bell icon, do the like, share it to your friends. Also on Spotify. That's the only way we grow is if you grow,
In your pants for us, and then tell your friends.
and then I will grow.
Nah, bro, you guys are important. I've seen some people share it on Instagram. I've
Appreciate
seen
you
some
guys.
people share,
Appreciate you guys.
the retweets, all that, y'all. Gotta keep doing that.
Y'all gotta step it the fuck up. I mean, I'm still working my 9 to 5. Like you need to fucking
right. Hello?
hurry the fuck
Hurry
up.
up. No,
up.
bro. I'm super appreciative of people that took the time to share, whether it's a retweet or a post or whatever. Y'all.
And all of them, or even if you don't, you just
And
listen.
yeah, and
Like,
even if you just listen and you're just
thank
one of the
you, just
numbers.
Thank you for being
yeah.
here, you know?
Thank you so much. You guys are the best. The reason why we do it. So
right.
great.
And make sure to come back every Monday.
Every Monday on YouTube and Spotify, because Apple, bitch.
Apple bitch indeed. Apple mighty bitch.
The fruit though, not the company. Gotta leave the door open, John.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Man.
I don't like apples. The fruit sucks.
Oranges are much better.
I like pineapples. All right, we're
Okay.
all right.
All
We'll
right.
see you guys next week. Thank you so much for listening. All that good stuff, and we're out here.
Yeah.
So this dude is not going. Hey.
Wow, you like how I did that, Alex?
That's pretty nice.
Thanks, Alex.
You're
I
welcome,
did
John.
I did that.
What?
I did that. Now we have a good ending to the podcast.
I'm gonna ruin it.
I'll beat your ass.